So what binds society together? What kinds of social bonds are the glue that keeps us together as a society? We speak in terms of mechanical and organic solidarity. These are two different views on how and why social orders remain intact. Societies are constantly changing, and our social structures have to adapt. At the same time, those structures have been in existence for thousands of years. So what keeps us together amidst self-interest and social change? Two theorists address this from two different perspectives. Emil Durkheim's concepts of mechanical and organic solidarity is one way of understanding social bonds. And Ferdinand Tönnies' view of Gemeinschaft and Gesellschaft offer another set of ideas. Durkheim stated that mechanical solidarity bound people together because people who engage in similar activities and tasks develop a shared way of viewing life. For example, a farming community involved in planting, cultivating, and harvesting, watching the weather, and monitoring the health of their crops and livestock. In more modern society, when people tend to specialize, organic solidarity emerges. People are no longer bound together by their shared values, but depend on each other due to individual specialization. The baker needs the carpenter and the bricklayer to build their house, and the carpenter and the bricklayer needs the baker so they have bread to eat. Tönnies developed the concept of Gemeinschaft and Gesellschaft. He stated that Gemeinschaft occurred in smaller communities such as village life, where everybody knows everyone else. But society was changing, and our modern society was captured by the concept of Gesellschaft, where people had more impersonal relationships. We might still have close friends and family members, but our day-to-day interactions were usually with people that did not have close connections to us. We spend more time with strangers and casual or short-term acquaintances than with people we have strong bonds and longer-term relationships with. So what binds society together today? Certainly, social change has created a world where organic solidarity and Gemeinschaft are not very common. How much impersonality can there be, or how casual can relationships be before it starts to tear at the fabric of society until we're no longer bound together? Most important for us to understand is that the social structure sets the context for what we do, how we feel, and what we think. It creates a setting that develops the person that we ultimately become. This photo is used here so that you can think about the differences between different social groups and how different you might be if you had been raised in an Amish family and parking at the store meant a line of buggies rather than a parking lot full of cars. The micro perspective emphasizes face-to-face interactions, what people say or what they do when they are with other people. Most of our social structure is set via the norms, the belief systems, the obligations, and the goals that are set for us because of our ascribed status. Social interaction takes place within the social structure, and how that structure sets the expected norms, the values, and the belief systems will guide our behaviors. We have accepted ways of interacting depending on our culture. What's acceptable personal space, eye contact, and body language, whether a smile is appropriate or inappropriate at any given time, depends entirely on what our culture tells us is acceptable. We also pick up on many cues about people regarding their social status and social location, even upon first meeting someone during the first few seconds of the encounter. Stereotypes about people guide us how we think about them and how we interact with them. How do stereotypes work? We make assumptions about what a person is like based on general information about them. We expect them to act a certain way, and then we focus on the cues that then reinforce that we were correct about our initial assumptions. We confirm those assumptions, then we act in a corresponding way. That person then picks up on cues we have given about them, and their behaviors may change to match the cues and signals we gave out.